All right, y'all. The home. So actually, real quick, because I was about to say, um, this is what time number, technically like time number 4, but the first time on this show, but like
What?
the third or fourth time that I've had you on.
Coming on? Yeah. It's been a
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
times.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember.
So
I
yeah,
think the first one was like the horror movies and stuff like that.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
actually all of them. So I ain't got you over on the love journal yet, but I'm gonna get you over there one of these days. But so
Oh
far it's just
shit.
been the horror. But now you get a chance to come and join the blurred side. You know what I'm
Oh yeah. Yep.
saying? But because honestly, it's a couple people I like their own introductions and the energy of it. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself right quick for the people.
Got it. Check it out. Listen, he wants me to do the big things over here. But yo, listen, it's me. It's your boy Brian B from the
There you go.
Beeline ENT LLC. You know how it is. Yeah,
Hey.
man. But yeah, Beeline ENT, yo, we got a whole bunch of stuff we do over there. We got the Beeline Web Show, we got Beeline Entertainment Show, we have Live on the Line, and we do that wrestle
Yeah.
talk, baby. WTW, straight off the ropes wrestling talk. So yep,
Y'all.
doing a lot.
Y'all,
Doing a
I'm
lot,
gonna
man.
tell y'all, he low key making me like want to start back watching wrestling. Like,
Bro.
I stopped and he be working, so I be seeing a lot of the wrestle talk you be doing and shit, and I'm be like, man, I might just watch one little.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Like it's one thing that I don't think it's ever gonna go away. I've been watching wrestling since I was. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know the exact age, but I know it was early '90s is when I first saw it. But I was watching the beginning stuff from the '80s. So because we had
Okay,
tapes and stuff like that. So that's what Talk
that's
about
hype.
blurred. You know what I mean? Like literally, like I've been a
Yeah.
nerd from wrestling, X-Men, all of that shit, bro. That's all
Hey,
you see my
dog.
wall. All I got is
Yes,
just like,
yes.
I
That
live for
fucking
that shit,
Batman every time. Every time I see the Batman. Hell
bro.
yeah.
I found that shit in
uh,
Burlington Coat Factory, yo. But it's
that's where
Burlington
I
now.
find.
It ain't even.
Right. I would say that's why I be finding some of my random ass cool shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah,
grab this.
and like
Um,
good prices too.
you so I'll say real quick before we really dive in, it kind of tripped me out how many people still watch wrestling though. Like I didn't know it
Yeah.
was still
Hey, right now,
it's so many motherfuckers. I'm like, wait.
The Rock just made a whole bunch more people come back and step back
I'm
into it or
sure.
whatever. I think wrestling got some of the biggest fans that don't want to admit that they fans, yo. Because a
I
lot
can
of
see
people watch
that.
wrestling. WWE
I can see
is
that.
huge, man. They do a million views every damn,
Yeah.
week that they're on or whatever. So it's like there's people definitely watching. It's just
Hell
it's
yeah.
not as popularized like it was back in the day because it was reckless
Yeah.
back in the day, bro.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It was
I
reckless. It was
had
raw.
the ring. We bought the ring. We had the wrestler and
Oh
shit.
man.
Tossing them up. That shit. Man. All
Oh
right.
man.
So different blurred topic today though, actually, y'all. So today we actually talking about one of my it's actually my favorite show. I had to stop and take a second because it's a
Oh
lot of
shit,
them,
really?
but no, this is my number one, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, fucking
Yo.
classic.
It's crazy that you said that you had to stop and think about like if it's your favorite show. I know for sure that
Yeah,
it's definitely one of mine. Um
yeah,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer came out in 1997, I believe. It was the
yep,
first
yep.
year. And just to kind of touch bases and bring everybody full circle, the first Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a movie.
Dog,
Christy
I was gonna
Swanson.
ask if you saw that.
Oh
Yes,
hell
dog.
yeah! Not only did I see
Yo,
it, but me and my sister were young watching that shit on repeat.
dog, I
Um,
love that.
yeah, with Christy Swanson, Luke Perry,
Yep.
and remember Pee Wee Herman. Was the
Yeah, he
Reuben
was like one of the
Reuben?
vampires.
Yeah, he was like the
Yeah,
honcho. Not the head honcho. The like the servant
the like
vampire.
general, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
hell
yeah.
yeah, bro. And that's
Dog, I've
crazy.
watched that recently. It was on HBO, and it tripped me out because of like how they were talking. I have a
Hmm.
friend who was from like California, and she's like older and shit. And I was like, "Motherfuckers, really talk like that?" She's
That
like,
Valley Girl shit.
"Yeah."
Yeah. Yep.
She's like, "Excuse much, rude or anything?" And I'm
Yep.
like, "Huh."
Yo, it's crazy too because remember,
Dog.
like Hillary Swank got her start in that
Yep,
movie.
yep.
There's a
She's
bunch
another
of
one.
starts in that movie. Um,
Um,
but so
it's crazy. Like when that came out, like that wasn't what he wanted.
the
It was
producer
like,
of it.
yeah, Joss Whedon. So like the idea was like, I mean, the whole vampire thing, her being the Slayer, all that, but like the studio kind of made it more campy than he wanted. You know what I'm saying? If you look
Got you.
back on it, it's silly as fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah, really,
Like,
really, and
that
really
movie is
not
silly
not
as
as
hell.
much action either. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't like it was like action packed. It was a little dark, but it wasn't.
yeah.
It was like kind of silly. It was
It
a
was
little
more
goofy.
campy and like story wise, like it was a lot of story.
Yeah.
Um, and then so he got the chance to bring it over to TV and really got it the way he wanted.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think the first season, like, 'cause it was like I think like 10 episodes or something. Like the first season is the shortest one because they didn't have a lot of faith in it and they weren't
Yeah.
sure it was gonna do anything. So it was like, here, take your quick little 11 episodes, see
Uh-huh.
what it do, and then it was a fucking hit.
It was, I remember because like you said, like we watched it when we were younger, and it was like
Mhm.
we started, we were always into horror. Like that was one thing my father,
Man,
like, my father really got us into horror at a young age. Like we was watching Dawn of the Dead, we was watching all that shit. So
hey,
vampires and stuff like that wasn't, unfamiliar territory. So when we saw Buffy the Vampire show was coming out, immediately you were like, oh well, let's see if it's as good as the movie and stuff like that. And
yeah,
then when
fucking
the
better.
first two episodes, remember the first episode was basically a two-parter where she had to, meet
Yeah,
Willow and Xander and Giles, and then it's like
yeah,
everything came, into play because you saw the vampires look dope. She knew she was the Slayer, right
yeah.
away. It was like
So we didn't have
this
to go back through that. Like that was good too. I like that.
exactly. Yeah, so I still don't know to this day if they tried to it wasn't a tie-in, was it to the
Yeah,
movie?
yes, yep.
Was it?
Technically, because like so, if you in the show, it's very minor, but in the show they mentioned like her blowing up her old school or some shit like
Burning
that,
her
and
school
it's
down.
talking.
Yeah, that's why I had to think
Yeah,
about it
it's
for a
talking about
minute.
that one. Yeah,
That's
with
crazy.
all
I
the
didn't
vampires in there.
realize that
So,
shit.
and that's why she knows she the last. You know what I'm saying? They kind of picked up on it, so that's why she knows she's a Slayer. So,
Yes,
yeah,
that's right. Yeah, because they didn't mention old guy's name because not it
mm,
wasn't Giles. Well, that was her
it
watcher.
was
It was what the hell was his name?
it
Keeper
was like
Sutherland.
Morius or something. It was. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I think
Yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah.
about something else, but it was something with an M or some shit.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Damn, I can't remember that shit. Like Mavic or Maverick or something like that.
yeah, that's how I'm familiar. Yeah, yeah.
But it was like the first episode of Buffy was so well done, bro. Like they introduced
Man, what?
everybody. They introduced all the characters right away. And then
Did it perfectly though.
they did, and it was a two-parter. Like that was nothing, and they played it
Mm,
back to back. They didn't make you wait for the other one. I remember that shit. And
yeah,
when she had fought Luke, the big, vampire, and you saw that she was actually gonna be a
yeah, big
badass.
motherfucker. Yeah,
Bro, listen, yo, talking about
they
it,
started doing all the flips and all that shit.
listen, yo,
What?
Troy, no bullshit. I mean, up until maybe 10 years ago, I used to rewatch all the episodes of Buffy and Angel. I used to go all the way back from the beginning. I might have watched the
Yes.
full series like fucking 5 times, yo. Like watched it from front to back like five
Oh yeah,
times, bro. And
yeah,
it was such a good show. Like so much detail with the
yeah.
storylines. Every season had a bigger and badder villain. I mean, listen, bro, this
Dog.
bitch this bitch went from fighting vampires and like
To whole
creepy
ass demon, like
to
fucking
gods,
gods,
bro.
fucking
Bro,
like
Buffy was fucking
fucking
phenomenal, bro.
robot, demon, human, fucking breed, like all
Yeah.
kind of shit.
That's why it
That
was
shit was
like,
crazy.
I think the elevation that Joss Whedon took Buffy, and remember, it also was one of the first kind of shows on TV at that time where they were
Yep.
killing off main stars and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like people who were in it for a while, even from the first episode, Xander's
Because you
friend who
look
was
back, a lot of people were actually guest stars in shows like that and Charmed. Like
that's
it was a
right.
lot of people who had quick little episode or 2 episode arcs. They
That's
out
right.
that
That's
bitch.
right. Yeah, man. It's crazy that there was so much coming from those shows. It was so
Yeah.
they were almost kind of ahead of their time because
Oh
we were
yeah,
still kind of
yeah.
at the beginning of it wasn't really the damn, reality TV shit yet. It was still
Yeah,
it was
it
still
was everything was very geared towards teeny boppy. Honestly, at that time, like
yeah.
everything was still
That's
geared
right.
towards teens, and
Kids and
so it was
teens
like
and
he
shit.
took that. It was like, okay, we still gonna gear towards y'all, but let's flip it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
Because it is actually Buffy is really fucking dark. I want to touch on like how you mentioned too, Joss Whedon, and like how everything got bigger, like from a artistic standpoint as a writer, this shit is like my Bible.
Yeah.
Like to go back to just the character development, fucking like the metaphors, the villains, like it just fucking
It's so good. It's
fucking
so
plus.
good.
It's crazy.
Like
It's crazy that he was able to do that. Like
the one thing that, when she got to season, I think it was like season 5 when they started fighting Glory. And
yeah,
the
yeah,
big
yeah,
reveal was they didn't know what this chick was. They were like, "Yo, this girl is strong as shit. She's not a slayer." So like, okay, so what is she? And then she was talking to the council, and that whole season, it was just so much. Remember, they were
yeah.
trying to
It was
get
wild.
Giles out because they said, "Giles, you're too attached to her," and it was
Yeah,
drama, it was action, it was horror, it
yeah,
was everything. But then they were like, "Oh, Glory, she's not." She was like, Buffy was demanding them, like, "Tell me what this bitch is so I can kill her."
yeah.
And the guy was like,
Uh,
"Giles, the guy was like, yes, so Glory's not a demon, she's a
she's a
god."
god.
And then you were like, I remember the ending of the episode, and Buffy was
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh," and it was like,
Yeah, it
holy
went
shit!
off. Like, oh shit, yeah.
But
And he knew how to
listen,
end episodes so good too. It was,
yeah, because like you said, Troy, like from there, it was like, where the fuck do you go? It was like, where do you go? Because
Mhm.
she's literally fighting a god at this point. It's on comic book shit now. But then
Yeah,
look, the
and
next couple
then
seasons still, bruh, it introduced
like,
more
it was like
shit.
they was like, okay, now let's make it harder. And instead of fighting somebody that you don't know, fight your best friend.
Yes,
Fight your best
yo,
friend. Now
one of the
Dark
most
Willow.
powerful, bro. Listen, yo,
Yo, okay, so all right.
go ahead, come on, let's
Because
start
I
it up.
actually have
Start it up.
specific. Yeah, I'm about to say so. All right, so the first one, outside of Buffy, who's your favorite character?
Outside of Buffy, I would have to say favorite. I was definitely a Xander fan. I liked how
Yeah,
Xander he always was like, he started off like kind of googly with Buffy, wanted to like get
yeah,
involved with her and shit like that or whatever. But he always held shit down. He didn't have no
yeah.
powers. He
He
never
was like the
had
heart.
powers. Yeah, he always held everything together, yo. He always was there
Yeah,
fighting strong, kicking ass. Remember he was like kind of a like bitchy in the beginning, but even in the
yeah.
first ones, he went down there to the thing. He wasn't scared
Oh,
to
yeah,
go
he
into the
still was gonna
store.
fight. Yeah,
Bruh, Xander was a beast. So I always
yeah.
was a Xander fan.
Especially in the earlier seasons.
Yes,
They did make
yes,
him a little more timid in the later ones, but
yeah.
like it worked for his character, I guess. But in the earlier seasons, he was definitely like straight up running into
Oh
the
yeah,
brawl, trying to protect Buffy. And it's like she looking at him
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Nigga, I'm good."
yeah, for real. But I was also a Spike
Yeah.
fan. Like when Spike came, like
Yo,
even when Spike was a bad
yeah,
guy, I was still kind
yeah.
of like,
I
it
was
was just he was
instantly
intriguing and shit. Like he was a good
who's
character.
this motherfucker? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I would say, I mean, because we kind of touched on it a little bit. That's on my damn. Let's go ahead, Willow. Um,
Mm.
because of the character growth.
Oh man,
Then it was
unbelievable.
like this whole lead up, and then it was wild because then it just her own fear made her, for that last season, just like practically not even use magic, just to end the series doing a spell more powerful than any, like, you know what I'm saying, anything they've
Yeah,
done on the show. So it was like, yeah, she started out barely levitating the fucking pencil,
and
and
became the like a queen of witches and shit. Yeah, that
right,
that
like
that story arc too. It did. Buffy was
it was
so
crazy.
fucking talking about it
Yeah,
out loud right now is like it's making me want to go watch it again because it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they had so many different story arcs, man. Like you
Mm-hmm.
just said, like the whole arc leading up to Willow, like you said, she was learning magic. She had what was the girl they turned into a rat?
Amy,
Amy.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
all the way from fucking first season. And remember, they
yeah.
tied that shit back in like the
Brought
fifth
her ass
season
back.
and brought her
Yeah, had her
back.
ass at fifth and sixth because the bitch had her
Bruh.
like doing like magic. It was like it was a metaphor for drugs, but like
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And
Yeah.
she was just
Going
like
to magic and
getting
getting the
drunk,
powers.
fucked up on magic. Like
Bro,
dog,
listen,
that shit
yo.
was crazy.
The
That shit
shit
was
was so
crazy.
fucking good. And then
And
when
it made me think
Tara
about. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, when Tara died and like the lead to it, and then she
That
knew it was, and then
the whole.
Buffy got shot, and they didn't even know that Tara got killed, and
Yeah, they just like,
it
damn,
was,
just calm down. Buffy
bro,
okay now. She's like, Buffy's all right, but
yo,
Tara's dead. So I'm gonna go kill this
if
nigga.
you didn't
She
fuck with
said,
Buffy the
boy,
Vampire
now
Slayer, yo, I'm trying, yeah, exactly, and
waved her
spin,
fucking head.
bro,
That her doing that and just looking back at who she was at the start of the fucking show.
yes,
It is just like
with
Yo,
Cordelia,
what?
fucking with her,
I
and
fucking
just
love
she's the
Courtney.
nerdy
Dog, yeah.
kid. Yeah, yeah. I loved
Timid as
Cordelia
hell.
after she was fucking with Xander. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
she coming over to the
Yeah.
side now and shit. Who was your
She was
who
good.
was your least favorite character?
Ooh. Least
I'll tell you mine while you think of
Dawn.
yours. Dawn?
Dawn.
No,
I feel
really?
like she was such a like, especially when they first brought her in, she was too much. I
Yeah,
think, and I mean, that was kind of the point, that she was the focus a little bit. And they were trying to hint at it, but
yeah,
she was really annoying when she first got introduced. I feel like she was a crybaby.
yeah.
I feel like she was just kind of a like not a background, like she's important, but like her character never
Got what you?
got there. Yeah, like, it never
She
fully
was
was
like that
like.
little obnoxious and shit. Yo,
At first, she was a crybaby, and then it just.
my least favorite on Buffy was
Mm.
what the fuck was his name? The Watcher that they brought in after. Damn, why can't I
Oh,
think of his name?
Wesley. He was
Wesley.
on
Wesley.
Angel too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
that's the transition because
Right.
Wesley was a bitch. I hated him on what's it called. But when
Yeah,
he got to Angel, because remember he was
yeah. They
still,
made that nigga Demon Hunter and shit.
bro,
He
he
was
was a
like on some other
beast.
shit.
He
Yeah,
was,
he was
and
on
then
some
as
other
it
shit. I
got
was like, okay.
later in Angel, he was a beast. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, man, it was a
that the way that shit ended. That's
yeah.
not okay. So, all right. So Buffy. Oh, real quick, my other favorite character was fucking Faith.
Oh, Faith, yeah,
From
Faith
the
was
moment
also
she
badass.
came, I was just like, oh, I love the actress, Eliza Dushku.
Eliza
So it was
Dushku, yeah.
like, just the whole anytime she was in a scene, I was like, oh yeah, what this bitch about to do? Like, what's
She was also
happening?
one of those ones where it's like you got caught up with her and you're like, bitch, why
Mhm.
don't you just calm down? You know, I remember thinking that, like, just
Yeah,
stop. Like, why do you keep fucking yourself up for no reason? Like when Buffy and
yeah,
Faith used to fight, that was, bruh. They
dog,
had
them fights
it was
was
superhero shit, bro. Like they literally
yeah,
had superhero shit on that show. And it's like
yeah,
you had the Slayer, then you had another Slayer, and then the fucking evil Slayer versus the good, bro. It was so
dog. It
fucking
was
good.
so.
If you
All
want to
right,
watch Buffy, bro, y'all better go and
like
find Hulu and go check, bro. Buffy's got
this
to be
shit
one of
is
the
so
best
fucking worth
shows.
it.
It's
Yeah,
definitely one of the
for real.
best shows that's ever been fucking put out there.
The
There's no doubt.
continuation, because some shows they lack that when they go on for so long. There's certain shit that they switch up. No, the continuation is perfect. Like it,
Everything. Yep.
they constantly are calling back to older moments and shit like that.
Yep.
Like it's
Yeah.
So who's your favorite villain?
Favorite
Yeah,
villain, favorite out of everybody. I'll give some honorable mentions. Like I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
Glory was one that I liked just
Fucking
because
love
she was a
Glory.
god, and I'm like, she's fighting a god, and she was just, and
Yeah,
I liked her weakness was she turned into
hmm
the dude. Like that was, it was
yeah.
a
That
good
shit was just so
tie-in
trippy.
exactly to make her like,
Yeah,
because you're like, how the fuck is she gonna beat her? So it was a good tie-in.
yeah.
I would also say the other
She had to
one,
kill a fucking human. Like that's the only way to get
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And then
crazy. Yeah,
Dawn was the key, and bro, listen, and they implemented the imagination. Bro, it's fucking crazy.
yeah. Fucking crazy.
After that, I would definitely say Glory. I want to say Heal Angel, bro. I think when Angel was bad, like I think
Angelus, yeah,
Angelus, because
yeah.
it was a big, it was so crazy
That was a big
seeing
moment.
Angel being like, the good guy. He was quiet, soft spoken. So it's like even when he turned
Mhm.
bad, I don't think you expected him to be that bad. Like
As
this
bad, yeah,
motherfucker was a beast.
yeah.
And yeah, I think Heal
And
Angel might have been.
yeah, I would say that just takes you back to season 2. I low key think it's the best season. Like it, you think about it, right? Like she lost her virginity, so this is like
That's
on
right.
some personal shit. But the moment she loses it, he loses his soul and
Yup.
turns. So it was like what the fuck,
Yeah,
like, and then the moment he get like Willow just happens to tap into the magic and give him his soul back. Remember that last like couple moments,
that's right.
and he already unlocked the hell dimension. She had to kill the nigga after he was back saved. I was like,
Back in it. Yup.
the last couple seconds, he's like, oh shit, I'm back, and she
Tear
like, damn, I
jerkers,
gotta kill
bro.
you.
Tear jerker. This was Stranger Things and
Yeah,
Cobra Kai and all that shit before that shit. Like
Yeah.
Buffy had the stories, bro. It had the stories
Yeah.
that every
Yeah.
episode had action. It was never like, oh, it's a fucking Buffy episode that's gonna you have to wait until the next episode to find. Nah, it was never that shit.
Yeah.
Every episode was
Was some shit. Yeah.
leaded up, and
And
you
they
found out
still
was up.
played it. He did, and I like how he still always found a way to relate it to real life.
Yeah.
Like, it was always still very grounded in like regular shit, but just turned supernatural. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
A stepdad, parents. She get a stepdad who's a fucking killer
Robot.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
John Ritter. That shit was fire. I'm like, damn, yo,
It
you
was
would.
crazy as hell.
And they
Yeah.
also told the story of that by
Mhm.
them being on the Hellmouth and everything. Because you're saying to yourself, like, why is she always getting all these bad situations to her? It's unrealistic, right? Yeah, well, she's actually living on like the ground of hell,
Fucking
hell and
yeah.
shit, like the opening of hell.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like all this bad shit is constantly happening, bro. It was phenomenal.
Favorite villain? I would say I'm between definitely Angelus, because goddamn,
He was a beast.
Dark Willow, because again, that was just
yeah.
When I think about it, I instantly think of the moment she walked into that magic store.
Yeah.
And just was like, "Where the dark arts books?" And I was like, "Oh, bitch, I already know some bullshit happened. I can feel it. Hey, calm down." She said, "Shut the fuck up."
Yep, threw her ass.
All the books and just touched them and just absorbed all that shit. Just like going. I said, "Oh, this shit ain't about to be good."
Yeah, Willow was a fucking beast, man.
Jesus. And then I'll say the first,
specifically
the last season, because there was like that monologue,
yeah,
where he like transitioned to every villain she's fought, leading up to her, and it was just so like, it was perfect.
That tie-in, knowing it's the end of the season, and he tying into the first. What the hell was the first
We're going back to the first. Yeah.
The damn. What the hell was the Master?
Yeah, the Master.
Yeah, I don't remember. He had a different name. He was so corny. He was so. I like how they did what they did. Like he couldn't come out until they get to whatever. But he was such a corny, corny villain. And then it was still young Buffy too, though. She was still getting the game.
Very young.
Just imagine,
have Kool-Aid mouth,
bro. just imagine fucking experience end of season 8 Buffy going up against that corny motherfucker.
Shit, look at that motherfucker like
trying to tell you, like flicking her weight with his finger.
Fucking
that was another good thing. Like I like the evolution of Buffy and her powers. Like because at the beginning it was. Stronger. Bruh, she was fucking strong as hell. Like they made her, that one scene, I forgot what she was doing, but she was doing something and she was like, "Hey, I gotta go," and she just fucking said, "Whoop," and just jumped in the air and just jumped So, holy shit! She was a beat. I'm like, damn, she got crazy power now. But
so what's maybe one of because we didn't mention some moments, but it's still so many. What's one of your favorite moments?
I was gonna say like do you remember or can you think of like one of your favorite episodes? Like that's what I was trying to say.
Oh my god, I got 2. That was gonna be my next one, but we can do that first then.
Okay, what's your favorite episode, yo?
One, I feel like you might have guessed this for the horror aspect. Hush, the one where like the fucking creepy looking motherfuckers,
creepy ass
came and
Freddy Krueger face. Yeah, that was pretty good.
The fact that they were able to pull that episode off, first off, with like no dialogue, was amazing. And it was like it was just done so fucking smart. There was an episode where her and the guy she was dating, Riley, they discovered each other was on some shit, that she was a slayer and he was a fucking soldier, because they both ended up at the house fighting, and it was like, oh shit, we got this big secret, and it ended with them being in the same room and they couldn't talk. They had their voices back, but they didn't know what to say.
That's right. So smart.
So fucking smart. Like,
damn, I forgot.
That shit was creepy. That episode was creepy as fuck. Like,
that really was.
It was like, oh shit.
I'm trying to think of a favorite episode.
So my other one is the series finale. I think that was just done. I love the story of it. I think it was done right. Like, if you're looking to write a fucking series finale, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
it was left open ended to where it ended perfectly, where I didn't feel like, damn, I need more. but also if they wanted to do more, they could do more.
Yeah, whether it be a comic book or whatever. Yeah, they definitely
Yeah, not
open.
ready for comics, but let's.
I gotta
You
go.
know,
I gotta check that out. I've been wanting to for a long time. I haven't read
that
it.
shit is
I bet it's
crazy.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about people playing characters. You can just read it and enjoy the story now.
Yeah, you gotta worry about budget, so you can go as far as. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. As far as like favorite, because I got so many like periods that I remember that was like just great episodes. Like from the first one, like first season, I loved when they did the hyena shit with Xander and them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
that was a
it
good
was
one.
just it was something I had never really seen before. You know what I mean? Like it was just like
Yeah,
interesting
yeah,
TV. But then I also remember, like you said, like the one with Willow and Turning and stuff like that. That whole like story part right there, the end of the season,
yeah,
and then like the send off when everybody tried. Remember at the end of the first episode where Willow was kicking Buffy's ass in the magic shop, and then fucking that
yeah.
power hit her, and it was fucking
Yeah, everybody
Giles,
turned around. It was
and I
Giles.
was like,
He was like, and
oh,
nobody. It was. She was like, literally, like, it's all about power. Nobody has the power to stop me. And then he's like,
boom,
I like to test that theory. And the
yup.
episode went off. I said, hell yeah.
I was like, bro, this shit is
Ah,
phenomenal. You couldn't wait for that
damn,
next
yeah,
fucking episode.
dog.
But then
Yeah,
turn around, you get to the episode, and he's got borrowed power. And for
yeah.
a second, he was kicking Willow's ass, and then Willow was like, "All right,
All
give me
right,
that
man.
shit."
That's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of
Bro,
that,
that's definitely. And then the person
dog.
who saved at the end of the day, who saved everything, fucking Xander. She
Yeah.
couldn't kill Xander. She just knew that was
Yeah.
a fucking dude, and
Because
that's
it
what
was
it
like
was.
the human as hell. Everybody else had powers and magic and shit. She didn't feel
Yep,
bad fighting them. She's like, yeah, let's go. Let's
nice
go
and
do shit.
easy.
He just
Yep.
chilling human. She's like, damn.
Everybody was trying to kick her ass, and it was not working. Xander just took it there and went
Dog.
there.
Yeah.
Phenomenal storytelling. Phenomenal storytelling.
Yeah.
I would say those are definitely, if I had to like pick, I would say those are definitely some of my favorites.
Mm.
There's a lot, and there's a lot. It's hard to pick, but
Yeah.
I would say
I just
those are
thought of
great.
another one too, real quick. And then I guess we can do like damn, what was the last one I had asked? I forgot. I think it was favorite season.
Favorite?
But
No,
anyway.
you said I forgot too. I was thinking of
Yeah,
episode.
I'm like,
You said
damn.
favorite moment. I think you said favorite
Oh
moment.
yeah,
Though. Yeah.
moment. Okay. So then I guess this could go into moments. This was like a fun little moment. The homecoming episode where Cordelia and Buffy ended up in a limo together, and it was supposed to be her and Faith.
That's
And so they
right.
sent all these motherfuckers after them. It was like a Slayer fest,
Yeah.
it was like a little TV show kind of thing, and like Cordelia kind of had to fight a little bit too. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, she
Yeah.
ended up scaring one of the motherfucking vampires. Like, if she could do that to you, what do you think I could do?
Yep. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, that was good. I also like one of the ones that I like moments. I like when they had took Buffy's powers and they put her in the room with that crazy motherfucker, whatever, and she had to kind
The
of like
house,
outsmart
yeah.
him. Yeah, that was interesting too. I always like tie offs like that
Mm-hmm.
because it does show
Mm-hmm.
like the dialogue of the character, where their
Mm-hmm.
powers aren't the only thing that's defining them. Like you see that shit with Superman, with Iron
Yeah.
Man. You've seen a
It
lot of
always
that.
shows that they're worthy. It's like that worthy moment of like,
Exactly.
okay, you deserve your power. So.
Yeah, yeah. And she sat there, and the guy was taking the pills, and then she at the end of everything, she had the crossbow, everything. But what worked? The bottle of holy water. He took his pills and drank it and drank the holy water. Fucking
Dog,
genius.
got his
Like
ass. So simple. Yeah. Yeah.
genius.
That shit was
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. And
Um
also remember the tie-in with her and Giles with that, because that's what started like, the council
yeah,
learning,
because he had
like,
to keep draining her.
yeah.
It was like he was doing it over a couple of weeks, and she kept saying, like, damn, I got headaches and shit.
Yep.
I'm feeling weak. Something wrong. He like, oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. She
Yeah.
found out, she said, stay away from me.
Bro,
Yeah,
listen,
that was
man.
crazy. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
There's so many good episodes. I'm telling you right now, talking
Okay.
about this shit
Yeah.
now, like I'm definitely going to go check it back out.
Hell yeah.
For
Let's
sure.
say I got another moment. It was the moment when she was talking to the council and shit, and like the whole episode, I guess they was being like real, fucking counseling and oh well, you must do this, and we're not working to all that shit. So by the end, she was like, you know what? I'm the motherfucker with the power. Why am I listening to y'all? And then one nigga was talking, and she just threw the sword right there. She said, I'm pretty sure I said no interruptions.
That's right.
All right, nigga.
Yep. Yeah, and
so y'all need
really,
me.
it was smart that she finally did that shit too, because it was like it also kind of spoke in like different directions where it's like, you say that, like, listen, why are you, I'm the talent, why am I over here, running behind you or saying stuff to you?
Yeah. Like, y'all need me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying
Dog.
to think of like other. The first couple seasons.
Mhm.
1, 2, and 3 with the Angelus and that send off, and then when you got the 4. One of my
Yeah.
least favorite characters also definitely was fucking Riley. Bro, I couldn't stand him, yo.
Yeah,
He
I didn't
was
care for
so
him.
corny. And then when he was
Corny. Yeah, he was very
over there
GI
letting,
Joe.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, letting the vampires bite him so he could feel. It's like, fuck
yeah,
you.
he felt
Also,
weak because he was dating the Slayer. Ah, so weak.
that
It's just
shit was
yeah.
so whack. I was like, oh, get this fucking
Get
cornball
his
out of
ass out
here.
of here. Go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah,
get him
that
out of
shit was
here.
funny, bro. But
I
yeah,
just
he
did
was a
think
weak
about
character.
too a truly tear-jerking moment actually, and I think that this is like probably the only episode that wasn't any action, but it was for a reason. The episode with Buffy for her mom's body.
That shit was real dramatic,
That shit
yo.
was
Yeah,
crazy.
that
Yeah,
shit was really, really fucking dramatic. I remember watching that and like having that be one of the first times where I remember like, damn, this is like real life. Like the part where
yeah,
she goes and she's looking at her and she calls fucking 911, and then she has like the flashback of her mom like saying something to her or whatever, and she's still laying
yeah,
there on the couch, and then Buffy just goes and she walks and just throws up. It was like
yeah. That shit was
everything
just,
was that
and it
motherfucker
was no background music, so it made it just more like you felt it. Like
engaging.
yeah, it was,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's
Joss
just
Whedon
crazy.
he was fucking phenomenal,
He's a
bro.
beast. Yeah, he's a
He was
beast.
fucking phenomenal, man.
When he's given accurate time, cough cough, because Justice League, but that's neither
Please,
here nor
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast though. So let me think. All right, so then the last one, if you think you can answer that one, favorite season.
Favorite season, man.
Yeah, right. That was tough.
It's definitely not 4. I
Mm,
wouldn't say it's
no,
1.
no.
3 is a contender. I would definitely say 2
Three,
and 3 is a
definitely.
contender.
2 and 3 are
Yeah,
yeah.
because
Oh
Angelus
yeah,
was in 3. 2 and I think Angelus was in no, Angelus was in 3.
two,
That was what
two.
was that 2?
Yep. Season 3 was the mayor and Faith when Faith slowly
That's
started
right.
to
That's right.
transition the mayor and shit. That
That's
was
right.
crazy.
When they graduated and then they went to college in 4, and then they
Yeah,
yeah. So favorite season
yeah,
5, 6, 7. Damn, that's hard,
yeah,
yo.
yeah. So I'm between season 2, 3, and 7. The last season I think was just done so fucking well. Like I have that. I like out of all the seasons, that's the one I literally have on fucking DVD. Like
Yeah.
I got that motherfucker right here, season
Oh yeah,
7.
yeah.
Like
Matter of fact, I do too. I got
like yo,
shit. I got hold on. Let me see.
yeah, that's like my fave.
The whole third season,
Hey, yeah,
fucking
that was a good
whole
season.
collection thing or whatever. I had at one point I had all of them, and I fucked
Yeah, yeah,
around and sold the whole damn set, man. I needed money and
yeah.
I sold the whole set, but I had all sets, bro. But I think I have this one, I think I have 7, and I have a couple other ones. But
Mm,
yeah, bro. I
dog, did
love.
you ever? Yeah, I was gonna say, did you ever play the video game?
Yeah, yeah, I did. The one I played the Nintendo DS one, and I played the
Mm,
PlayStation one, and it
yeah, I
was
had the
it was
PlayStation one.
okay.
I'm about to look it up. Like, yeah, I just it randomly just came to mind. Like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
it was okay. They have like the emulator now.
Yeah,
You can play it or
but no, I'll
whatever.
say season 7 was like for a final season of a show, and then that just kind of hops on back actually to Angel because the final season of that was fire too. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. Angel is
Josh, I
phenomenal.
think he knows how to wrap up a show like really well.
Yeah, I remember when Cordelia went to Angel. I thought that was one of the best things that they could have did. It was a lot of
Oh
strong
yeah.
tie-ins to Buffy. Having
Mm-hmm.
Buffy and Angel go on each other's shows was also great tie-ins.
Mm-hmm.
When Angel came at the last season, they just did a lot of
Yeah.
shit right, bro. When Faith came on Angel and shit, they did a
Yeah.
lot right, bro.
We did
They
a
did a
lot right.
lot right.
Yeah, and it made sense because, like, of course, Cordelia was going to Hollywood. That's what she talked about,
That's
and
right.
that's where he was going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they met up, and like, um, I like how Buffy was dark already. Like by itself, Buffy was dark, but it still always still had a lightheartedness to it.
Yeah.
Not to say that Angel didn't, but Angel was a lot darker.
Yeah,
Angel
yeah,
got
especially at the beginning and then closer
yeah,
towards the end. It was like it was Wilfram and Hart and all the shit that they were doing, and
yeah,
yeah, it definitely got it was definitely dark. It wasn't as much
yeah,
like wholesome fun.
not
When
at all. You
When
know,
Connor came and yeah,
and was fucking Cordelia. That shit was crazy as hell.
bro, listen, Cordelia, whew,
Dog,
man,
let's.
Cordelia was fucking
Dog.
fine,
I would
yo.
say no. We might have to do an Angel episode.
God damn, yeah, we gotta talk about Angels because I can't. It's
We
hard
can do
not
an
to
Angel
talk about
episode
Angel when you're talking about Buffy.
when you talk about
Because
Buffy. Yeah,
favorite season, I would have to say, I think favorite season would definitely be two. I think two was the best as
mm,
far as the story with Angel. That shit was
yeah,
so good. And then
yeah.
Spike came season 3, and
Oh no, he was in every season too.
oh, he was in
Season
season
two
2.
was wild. Season two was
That
wild as fuck
with the when they
with
went to the
Drusilla.
parents
Yeah,
the yeah, that's right. That was the first time you saw him, and her mom had the axe.
parents teacher conference and
That's
shit.
right. That's right. That's
Yeah, that
right.
shit was wild. Yeah,
Yeah, because I remember when he fucking killed Miss Calendar, and I was like,
yep.
that's when I was really like, holy shit, this motherfucker evil
This
for
nigga
real.
ain't playing. Yeah, he ain't
He
fucking
fucking
playing.
around.
Yeah,
He murdering motherfuckers. It ain't no
that
joke.
shit,
Yeah,
dog. It was
because
that made me think about too. Now that whole scene, like, it was like compared to what she had to go against in the first season. They
yeah,
said, "All right, wrap that shit the fuck
to a
up."
million.
Season two was like
Yeah,
it fucking
yeah, because the first
Angelus,
season was
Spike,
like first season
Drusilla.
had like funny shit. Like it had like the
Yeah,
like I said, like the
the shit
hyena
happened at the
shit.
school. You know.
Yeah, yeah, it was like a lot of after school stuff, but after that, it was like, yeah, it just went because even the ending was the master. He finally got
Mhm.
out, and then Buffy just earthed his ass, and it was a wrap. She
Yeah.
died and then came back, and then did whatever. Thanks to Xander once again
Right.
and shit.
Right.
Yeah, Xander was the low key fucking hero of the
Low
whole
key fucking hero of
series.
the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn. Low key. The
crazy.
human. That's the point.
Yep.
Damn. So yeah. Now we gotta definitely we gotta do the Angel Boy.
Yeah, I would
We can do
definitely be
that.
down to do Angel. Angel shit was fire too. Like I just said, man, I'm probably definitely going to start rewatching Buffy. Probably
I
starting
got
tonight.
to.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got to.
I tried to at one point, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to keep going or whatever. I kind
Yeah.
of just got lost in the shuffle. But yeah, if I can find it, hopefully it's on like one of the ones I
Yeah.
have. I want to start watching that
Yeah.
shit again, no doubt.
I think it's on Hulu, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna start my rewatch too. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm saying it's
Yeah,
worth
bro.
it.
No, we can. I'm gonna say real quick too before we wrap up. The comics though, if you ever just happen to be on Amazon or something,
Yeah.
dog.
Do they have like the
Yeah.
voice ones where you can listen to it and shit?
Possibly. I'm honestly not sure, but I'm at this point. I'm pretty sure it's been
Yeah.
out for like 15 years, some shit. So yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
probably got that
definitely
shit.
want to check
And
that
it's
out.
only three of them. It's three like seasons or three series. It's a season 8, 9, 10. Wait, I think they went up to 12, so maybe 5. But either way, yeah,
I didn't even know they went all
it's
that
wild.
far.
Yeah, yeah. Because it starts off, again, how it ends with all the Slayers getting power. So now they're like a Slayer organization. Because like, how the fuck does the world look with all these Slayers? So
That's right. And
yeah,
remember
it's
that
wild.
tied into Angel too. When the Angel episode
Yeah,
when it had the Rogue Slayer in that episode.
yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, yeah.
that's
Yep.
right. I remember that.
Damn, nah, yeah, I'm gonna rewatch both. All right,
And
shit. All right.
Buffy was like a general and shit, and they were like, "No, Buffy's
Yeah,
calling for her." I was like, "Oh shit."
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, I remember
Fuck.
that shit, yo. I
Oh
told you,
shit, no,
I
I
watched this
forgot.
shit a
Yeah,
million
yeah,
times, man. I used to watch Buffy fucking religiously, yo. I was doing
yeah,
everything.
yeah. I still
Crazy.
sometimes, if it's on in the mornings on certain channels, sometimes just have it on in the background. But like actual watch, I haven't done
Yeah,
in a while, so I'm gonna do that.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna
Um,
check it out.
yeah, bro, I'm gonna hit you up for the Angel, and I appreciate you doing this shit with me, blurring the fuck
Yeah,
out on
bro.
some Buffy,
I'm
because
down. Yeah, yo,
dog.
think of more shit. Think of more shit
Yeah,
we
I
used to
got
watch.
you.
Because
I
I'm telling
got
you right
you.
now, because yeah, I like going back in the day and thinking about all the different shows, man. Even like if you
Yeah.
want to do like a Saturday morning cartoons, whatever. Like I definitely want to talk about some
Yeah,
shit.
I've been wanting to actually do something like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like a WB Kids review though, so of like the multiple shows
Hell yeah,
versus just one. But
Animaniacs and
dog,
Tiny Toon
did you ever watch?
Adventures.
Did you ever watch The Mummy? It was like two of them. It was like the Mummy cartoon and then Mummies Alive.
Yeah, I did. I know I watched Mummies Alive. I don't know if I
That
watched
was
The
my
Mummy.
shit.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah,
watch.
that
I
was
was
I fucking
Mummies
both of
Alive.
those.
We were talking
Dog.
about recently, not too far from Buffy
Yeah.
and shit, but we were talking about how they just was bringing back Street Sharks, and they have all these older
Yeah.
shows, Biker Mice from Mars, and
What was
that's
the
shit I used to
fucking
watch.
cat? What was it? SWAT cats or some shit? The cats that
SWAT
had the fucking.
Cats. Yep. All of that shit.
You see my
Yeah.
shit? Yeah,
All of
that's
that shit,
crazy.
bro. All of that shit.
Okay, yeah, we all right. Yeah, we got a couple more episodes.
Let's go.
We got a
Let's
couple
go.
more.
Bring
I
it in.
got you, bro. Yeah. Before I let you go, obviously let everybody know where to find you, what you got going on, all that good stuff.
Definitely, man. Definitely check us out on, the Beeline Entertainment. We on YouTube. We got links all over the place. We got TikTok. Just
Yeah.
type in Brian B Line, and you'll get to us at some point somewhere. But thank you for having me on, bro. It's always fun coming on here, living
Dog.
the memories of the blurred
Dog.
shit. I'm always down, yo.
Hell yeah, I got you, man. I appreciate it.
For sure, for sure. All right, Troy.
I'll hit you up.
Be good, y'all.
Peace.